Hello guys, welcome back to Lineup. For today's video, here going to show you or discuss with you how to add custom JavaScript to Shopify store. So if you're interested, let's start tutorial. So in this case, you might be wondering how do you exactly add custom JavaScript to your Shopify store here? Well, adding custom JavaScript in your Shopify store is fairly easy. So we all know that we have two ways of editing our Shopify store. So we have the customize button here, which allows us to customize the look or general look of our store here. But the thing with this one is if you go to your section here, if you click on add section and choose the option here for, like, just say custom liquid, you can just add liquid code in here. But it's not JavaScript here, but basically if you want to add, like, integrate different apps, or in this case you want to add like a calendar into your Shopify store, this is how you add those calendars. So if you're looking to do that, this is how you add those widgets, or in this case those apps, to embed them basically in your Shopify store. So yeah, so this is the first way for you to add those apps. But just in case, if you really want to add that raw JavaScript into your Shopify store, there is a way that you need to do here. Just going to click on leave page here. So yeah, in here you want to go to online store, you want to go to themes. Now instead of clicking customize here, you want to go and click on the three-dotted option, and you want to go and click on the option here that says edit code. Now when you first open this up, this is going to be kind of overwhelming. As you can see, there's a lot to view here. There's a lot of liquid files here. We have password.liquid, theme.liquid, 404.json, and a lot more. So there's a lot of files here that Shopify here actually has. Now, in this case, what we need to do is we want to access the theme.liquid here, which is the file that generally affects all of the pages that we currently have right now on Shopify. Now, there are a few things, or a bunch of things, that you need to remember when you're editing your liquid files here. So in this case, first things first is you want to make sure that you do not mess up the other sections that you have here. Like for example, you don't cut off this specific section here. Like for example, you cut this off and add let's just say an enter. Now this will cause a lot of issues with your Shopify store, which in this case some people will not be able to, or your Shopify store will no longer be accessible. So just make sure that you don't do anything like that. You're only editing what you need to edit. Now, the thing with JavaScript here on Shopify stores is you need to add this on a very specific section. Now, usually you need to add this just before the ending of the body. So, just to give you some idea, if you're not familiar with how HTML is actually built, so an HTML is built with a head, a body, and in this case, you also have a script section tag here as well. But then again, in order for you to have or really implement the JavaScript that you want to add in here to your whole site, is you need to add this at before the end of your body. So yeah, you want to go and just press anywhere here on the theme.liquid file that we just opened up. Press Control F on your keyboard, and just say like / then body. Just press enter. Now you should see this one. Now the thing with this one is we want to add our code just before the ending. Now, for example, I have this code here. Obviously, it's just a simple JavaScript here that actually alerts someone whenever they load up the page. It's just going to say hello. So, by the way, whenever you're implementing like JavaScript on your theme.liquid file here, you need to enclose them on a script tag here, just to basically identify or tag them as, hey, this is our JavaScript. You run this and run that. So this is just an identifier so that your JavaScript should run accordingly. But if you don't include the script here, obviously it will not run correctly. Let's go and copy this one, and let's go and add it in here. Obviously, you could go and organize this, and just so that it just looks good. But once you click on save here, and let's go and go back one page. Let's go and view our online store here. And once you actually view your store, as you can see, there's a pop-up here. It says hello. So yeah. So that's the easiest way for you to basically implement or add a JavaScript in your Shopify store. But obviously, there are some things that I would really recommend you to do here to really organize your store. So first things first, like what I said before, whenever you're editing your Shopify store here, just make sure you're doing the bare minimum. You're not editing a lot, or you're not adding huge amounts of script or JavaScript into your store. So in this case, sometimes like if you add a lot of script here and you put it in random places, this will actually might break your store. Like for example, if you add a lot of the JavaScript, this could break your store, and even like people will not be able to access your store here. So just keep it minimal and also optimize whichever JavaScript that you're adding here. So yeah, and also one more thing is Shopify stores here actually has a thing that we call like how fast they load up. Now, if you add a lot of JavaScript or if you add like a lot of code in here, this will actually affect the load time of your store, which in this case, again, people might get tired of waiting for your store to load up. And in this case, again, just keep it minimal and quite simple. So generally speaking here, keep it in one place. Don't add too much JavaScript in your store here. And also, make sure it does not affect your loading time, because JavaScript by general means here, if you add a bunch of them, this will slow down your website. Again, just keep it minimal and quite simple. So yeah, so in this case, that's the way for you to add JavaScript here. But yeah, so that's just the default way of you adding JavaScript into your Shopify store here. But if you want to get more ways of adding JavaScript into your store, you could actually add different apps for it. But beware about this one. Adding too much code here can actually ruin your Shopify store. Just be wary. So for example, if you're just getting started here, maybe you want to start using JavaScript. So sometimes some apps may not be compatible. So again, just be wary about that. But yeah, if you search for JavaScript on the Shopify App Store here, you can see a bunch of apps here like the SXO insert code here. We have the Mega HTML CSS JS code embed. So if you want to embed code into your Shopify store. So we also have like, for example, we have the Hulk form builder here. And again, a lot more that you could add to your Shopify store. But again, depending on what you are aiming right now, there are different apps for that. And also they have like free trials here if you want to get those. And also just this is just an example. We have something called like a SEO page speed optimizer. So just in case like you add all of JavaScript, you may want to add like an optimizer into your Shopify store. So in this case, just in case like it's unavoidable for you to add a lot of JavaScript and slows down your site, maybe get an optimizer here. So yeah. So in this case, those are the basics on adding like JavaScript into your store. Keep it simple. Don't add too much here. But yeah, hopefully this video was able to help you. Like and subscribe to Elan Up. Thank you for watching.